It's 9:42. We're getting a spectacular view on a pretty decent night of seeing, unexpectedly decent night of seeing, of Messier 98. 30-second stacks. It's a galaxy in Gamma Berenices, magnitude 10.1. 9.4 by 2.3 arc minutes, 60 million light years distant. Probably puts this baby at about 180,000 light years. Let's see, 9 times 6 is 54. 9 times 5 is 4. Yeah, so it's probably about 180,000 light years in diameter. Absolutely splendid view. The night turned out to be much better than I had anticipated. I still think there are high thin clouds up there. We are seeing modeling in the field, but turned out to be much better than I expected for the NGC 3950 to 3999 series, and we're about to launch into the NGC 4000 to 4049 series, and this should be a great, we're really starting to lean in now, get in touch with the Coma Virgo group of galaxies, which is like a filament shooting out of this grand group of galaxies. They have a name for it. I don't recall what it is. But anyway, extraordinary. We're going to be highly compressed with galaxies all the way through NGC 4400, possibly plus. So 4000 to 4400. We're now about almost 12 hours into the sky year. The NGC calendar tilted at 39, I think it was 3920 in a previous session. So now we are in the second half of the NGC catalog as well, looking at the spectacular view of Messier 98. Let's get started. By the way, here's a 5-second stack of Messier 98. Okay, NGC 4000 is our first study. It was visible, or at least a candidate was visible at, oh yeah, there's that galaxy group I went out on. 4000 is a galaxy in Leo, magnitude 14.5, 1 by 0.2 arc minute. Yes, we are seeing this edge-on galaxy located near this bright, probably 6th magnitude star. Spiral with a lowercase bc, 208 million light years distant, RA 115757, declination plus 2508 and 39. Take it up to 150x and head on out. NGC 4002, I believe, is visible in the field as well, but we don't know exactly which galaxy it might be. This one's south and slightly west. 4002 is a galaxy in Leo, magnitude 14.8 by 0.4 arc minutes. This one looks a little more of a candidate there. 297 million light years distant, means it's probably around 80K in diameter. RA 115759 with a declination of plus 23 degrees, 12 minutes and 6 seconds. NGC 4003, it was only a click away. It's a galaxy in Leo, magnitude 13.3, 1.5 by 0.9 arc minutes. This one's a spiral with a bar of the lenticular class. This one had a less of a core. This may be our galaxy here. It is slightly to the east. 301 million light years distant, means about as large as a Messier 31, 150K plus in diameter. RA is 115759 with a declination of plus 230728. We've had 15 stacks of these two galaxies. NGC 4004, looks like it's right about there. It's a galaxy in Leo, magnitude 14, 1.8 by 0.6, that works. 161 million light years distant, means it's probably somewhere around 115K in diameter. RA 115805 with a declination of plus 27 degrees, 52 minutes and 43 seconds. We are not at risk of having anything blocked in the roof try so far this evening. There is an NGC 404B in this field. We did not see it initially. Push it up to 150x. I do believe it's right there. Magnitude 15.5 by 0.3. This could be its core lenticular spiral. Yep, that would make sense. However, there's a much brighter galaxy, but it's to the west, so it gets confusing. 149 million light years distant. I believe it was roughly the same as the last. RA is 1157.51, declination plus 27.52.06. I did go to 150x. Let's back it out, get a higher contrast view with better stars. Yes, I do believe this is our galaxy, but it is also something looming right there. A lot will come down to what the actual visual magnitude is. Steve Gottlieb does not list the A's and the B's and the C's, so you'll do the best you can to puzzle through this one. NGC 4005 is quite visible in the field near that brightest star, probably somewhere around 7th magnitude. There's also a fainty here, several other fainties. NGC 4000 is also 4007, magnitude 13.1, 1.2 by 0.7 arc minutes, spiral with peculiarities. Well, this one looks more like a spiral with peculiarities, although it's quite edgy on. 204 million light years distant, RA 1158.10, declination plus 25.07 and 19 seconds. NGC 4006 may quite be visible in the field, although it's a fainter and a brighter galaxy seen there, and a faint one off here with a very faint core. 4006 Galaxy Virgo, magnitude 12.6. I'm going to go with this one. Elliptical, yep, 263 million light years distance, so probably about 100K in diameter. RA 1158.05, declination minus 2.07 and 13. NGC 4008 is quite brilliant there in the field. A little off-center, though. Most everything's been tracking pretty good tonight. Galaxy Leo, magnitude 12, 2.4 by 1.3 arc minute. Elliptical, however, it has quite an extensive aura to it, doesn't it? 168 million light years distant, puts this one probably somewhere around 140K in diameter. RA is 1158.17, declination plus 28.11.31, going back down to our 105x optimal magnification. NGC 4011, I don't know about this one. Okay, it seems to be several galaxies, but the one that was near the center of the field is right there. What a fainty. It's magnitude 15.7, photographic 0.4 by 0.2, quite small. I like this. Works quite well. Just listed as a spiral, so it's probably magnitude 15. 193 million light years distant. Smally, maybe 35K in diameter. RA 1158.25, declination plus 25.05.50. NGC 4012, yeah, it looks like there's that nice edge on in the field, doesn't there? It's magnitude 13.4, 1.9 by 0.6. That gives it away. Spiral with lowercase b, 193 million light years distant. RA 1158.27, declination plus 10 degrees, 1 minute and 16 seconds. Pushing it up a little bit. There is our 150x view. And dropping it once again back down. Okay, this one should be fun because we are now pretty far north. For NGC 4013, we're getting some reflected light off a roof tri, but we have a bright, very, very nice galaxy with a globular-esque core before us. And Ursa Majoris, magnitude 11.2, 4.8 by 1 arc minute, spiral with a lowercase b, 40 million light years distance, so maybe somewhere around 50K in diameter. RA 1158.31 with a declination of almost 44 degrees, plus 43, 56, 49. And if it weren't for the reflected light, this would give a great view, and we are seeing a dark lane bisecting the more mature half of this edge-on galaxy. NGC 4014 looks to be quite present, right behind the E-zoom. What perfect centering ever since I shimmed up the southeastern leg of the tripod. Galaxy in Comma Berenices is also 4028, magnitude 12.3, 2.2 by 1.3 arc minutes. 173 million light years distant, spiral with a lowercase a, but should have a bar. Looking at that core, it should be a barred A. RA 1158.35, declination plus 1610.37. And back down to 105x. NGC 4015 is a galaxy in Coma Berenices, visible right from the start. Well, is it this one or that one? Let's get it. It's magnitude 14.2, 0.6 by 0.5. They're both quite small. This one, however, is a spiral with lowercase c. I'm kind of voting for that one. 194 million light years distant, RA 1158.42, declination plus 25 degrees, 2 minutes and 11 seconds. But there are that's one of the problems with having so much light being collected. It's really hard to figure out what you're actually looking at. There's actually looks like a edge-on spiral that's beginning to collide with this one here, which looks more like an elliptical or possibly a lenticular. NGC 4016, it looks quite apparent there, doesn't it? If that's our galaxy, let's describe it. Galaxy in Coma Berenices, magnitude 13.3, 1.5 by 0.8, 2-to-1 aspect ratio. Spiral with a bar, lowercase d. Wow, it's got some spiral arms that look S-shaped, doesn't it? 159 million light years distant, RA 1158.29, declination plus 27 degrees, 31 minutes and 43 seconds. Let's push both of these sweeties up, and I'm going to go and let it get a few more stacks as I pause. Okay, 8 stacks, dropping it back down, 105x, seeing that beautifully S-shaped galaxy with 2 spiral arms. It should be a capital B, and it is BC. NGC 4018 seems to be visible back behind the E-zoom. I should stay with 105x. Magnitude 13.8, 1.7 by 0.3 arc minutes. Edgy on, galaxy in Coma Berenices. A spiral AB, lowercase, 203 million light years distant, means it's probably somewhere around 110K in diameter. Larger than our Milky Way, RA 1158.40 with a declination of plus 25 degrees, 19 minutes and 0 seconds. And here's that 150x view. NGC 4019, centered beautifully in the field. Kind of an edgy-on galaxy in Coma Berenices. Magnitude 14, yes indeed, 2.4 by 0.3 arc minutes, so about an 8-to-1 aspect ratio. Spiral with a capital B, bar, lowercase b, so multiple spiral arms, 66 million light years distant, maybe 40K in diameter, but it is nice edge-on beauty, and it is worthy of a little bit more light collecting and apparent size on the screen. NGC 4020 is that nice, suspected to be this nice edgy-on galaxy in Ursa Majoris, magnitude 12.7, 1.9 by 1. So maybe it has curving spiral arms. Spiral with a bar, lowercase cd. Yeah, it doesn't have much of a core. 32 million light years distant, so quite small. Maybe 15 to 20,000 light years in diameter. RA 1158.56 with a declination of plus 30 degrees, 24 minutes and 40 seconds. Still, it is giving. Here's our 105x view, and pushing it up to 150 and then heading out. NGC 4021 is suspected in the field. There are several galaxies. I think this is probably our sweetie. It's a galaxy in Coma Berenices, magnitude 15.3, 0.4 by 0.3, compact, so it could be around magnitude 14.3. 449 million light years distant, means it's actually something around 40K in diameter. Right ascension 1159.02, declination plus 25 degrees, 4 minutes and 59 seconds. NGC 4022 is a neighbor of a previous galaxy, Coma Berenices, magnitude 13, 1.2 by 1.2 arc minute, apparent size lenticular spiral, 201 million light years distant, maybe 65K. RA is 1159, and a declination plus 25 degrees, 13 minutes and 21 seconds. NGC 4023 was nearby, but not within Stacking distance. It's a galaxy in comma parentheses, magnitude 13.6, 0.9 by 0.7 arc-minute, spiral with peculiarities. Let's see if we can pick them out. Yep, there is a neighboring spot. 202 million light years distant, so maybe about 60K in diameter. Oh, what? 0.9 though. Oh, yeah, about right. RA is 1159.05, declination plus 2459.20. Now more than 15 minutes in and less than halfway. Let's move quickly now. NGC 4024, Galaxy in Corvus. Magnitude 11.7, 1.9 by 1.6 arc-minute, spiral lenticular B, capital B, 71 million light years distant, RA 1158.31, declination minus 1820.48. I believe this is the first galaxy we're seeing in Corvus the Crow. NGC 4025 is getting a little reflection from the roof try. It's a galaxy in Ursa Majoris, magnitude 13.6, 2.8 by 1. Seems to be out of position quite a bit. 1.6 arc-minute, spiral with a bar, lowercase c, 149 million light years distant, RA 1159.10, declination plus 3747.32. Yeah, NGC 4027, right in the middle field, galaxy in Corvus, magnitude 11.1. Let's push it up. 11.1, 3.3 by 2.4 football-shaped galaxy, spiral with a bar with disturbances in it. You can see that there. 73 million light years distant, maybe 50K in diameter. Shouldn't be saying that. RA 1159.30, declination minus 19 degrees, 15 minutes and 59 seconds. Let's go ahead and run it up and back down and then head out. Okay, there is an A in 4027, Galaxy Corvus, magnitude 15.9 by 0.6. It's probably this one here. It's an irregular galaxy, 78 million light years distant. Don't remember the distance of the previous one. RA is 1159.29 with a declination of minus 1954. NGC 4029 is suspected in the field. That was it. A little out of position. Galaxy in Virgo. Let's push it back down. Magnitude 13.5, 1.2 by 0.7, spiral with a bar, lowercase b, 277 million light years distant. RA, 12 hours and 3 seconds. Our first 12-hour 12 study. Declination plus 8 degrees, 10 minutes and 53 seconds. NGC 4030 is pretty obvious, even at 30x, pushing it up. We are seeing a galaxy in Virgo, magnitude 10.6. It's 4.2 by 3.2 arc-minute, spiral with a lowercase bc. Should present us some spiralicity. 67 million light years distant, so it's 70K. RA is 12 hours, 23 seconds with a declination of minus 1 degree, 6 minutes and a single second. Not seeing any definition in the spiral arms as of yet, but I'm going to go ahead and pause and wait for a few more stacks. And that's the best we're going to do. And the 105x view as we navigate with 11 stacks. NGC 4031, I'm not sure. Go up to, there is a galaxy here, but we have gone to Ursa Majoris, so things tend to drift a little off. 4031, Galaxy Ursa Majoris, magnitude 14.3. That explains it. 0.4 by 0.4 arc-minute, spiral lowercase b, 349 million light years distant. RA, 12 hours, 31 seconds. Declination plus 31, 56, and 49. A few stacks, and it's much more obvious. NGC, 4032 is quite present in the screen. It's a galaxy in comma parentheses, magnitude 12.3, 1.9 by 1.8 arc-minute. It's an irregular, so we're going to push this one up to see if we can't notice why it's described that way. 59 million light years distant. RA, 12 hours, 32 seconds. Declination plus 20, 0427. I'm going to pause, give it a few stacks, and then move on to the next study. Okay, that's our 8th stack. NGC 4033 looks pretty bright, right in the middle of the field. It's a Galaxy in Corvus, the Crow, magnitude 11.7, 2.4 by 1.2 arc minute. Elliptical, 71 million light years distant. Seems to have extensions on it, though, for an elliptical. That's strange. It should be more like lenticular. RA 12 hours, 34 seconds. Declination minus 17, 50, 33. Pushing it up and heading out. NGC 4035 behind that diffraction bar, but visible. Doesn't have much of a core, does it? Galaxy in Corvus, magnitude 14, 1.1 by 1 arc minute, spiral with a bar, but a lowercase bc, explains the core. 69 million light years distant, kind of small, maybe 35K. RA 12 hours, 29 seconds. Declination minus 15, 56, 54. NGC 4037, quite apparent on the field. Galaxy in Coma Berenices, magnitude 11.9. Any sub-12 magnitude galaxy should give good views, but primarily in the sky's middle third. This is 2.4 by 2.2 arc minutes, spiral with a bar, lowercase b. Nearby, 46 million light years distant, maybe 25K in diameter. RA is 120123, declination plus 13 degrees, 24 minutes and 3 seconds. I would expect the view to be better than that, but that's what we're getting. I'm going to back out and let it accumulate a few stacks. Okay, we now have 9 stacks, and it still isn't showing much in the way of texture, or a frontier for that matter. NGC 4038. Ooh, right in the center of the field. What a beauty! Very irregular galaxy. Looks like some kind of a dragon about to curl up or spread out. It's a galaxy in Corvus. Magnitude 10.3, 3.4 by 2 arc minute spiral. Definitely has got peculiarities. 71 million light years distant, right? RA is 120152 with a declination of minus 1852.07. This is clearly 2 galaxies that are interacting, and their gravitational interplay is causing all kinds of distortions, and the amount of gravitational waves going through them are sparking a massive amount of starburst. This is going to happen to us, the Milky Way and Andromeda, in the next 3 to 5 billion years, so look forward to it if you're still around. How about 14 stacks and 150x view? Okay, we don't have to go any further. This is going to be NGC 4039, Galaxy in Corvus, magnitude 10.6, 3.3 by 1.7 arc minutes in size, spiral with a bar, but it's not saying peculiarity, 71 million light years distant. RA 120153, declination minus 1853.09. I'm going to initiate another stack just in case I'm wrong, but I don't think so. Okay, not wrong, but this gives you an idea of what it looks like with only 2 stacks. I'm going to push on as the stacks accumulate and see what our next study is. It's going to be NGC 4040, a different part of the sky, but still in Coma Berenices. We have 5 stacks now. I'll give it one more, and then we're going to head. Okay, we need to speed up now. It's getting colder and we're running out of time. NGC 4040 Galaxy in Coma Berenices, magnitude 13.3, 1.9 by 1.3 arc minute, elliptical, 313 million light years, RA 120205, declination plus 17, 4922. NGC 4042, suspected, but not very bright. Galaxy in Coma Berenices. Ooh, magnitude 16.4. This is the smallest galaxy yet. It's a 0.1 arc minute elliptical. That means it's 6 arc seconds in size. I do believe the galaxy is quite present in the field. It does require some verification, however. 320 million light years distant, RA 120246 with a declination of plus 20, 0948. NGC 4042, in fact, I had done some research on it. It's 15.7 magnitude visual, 0.3 by 0.2 arc minutes, so It's wrong. This is what I got from Steve. It's got an average surface brightness of 12.7 with an average brightness of 14.2. And if you look at the field, it basically tells you that an average brightness of about 14.5 is about as faint as we're going to get away with under normal circumstances at 5-second exposure times. NGC 4043 is a galaxy in Virgo, magnitude 13.6, smallish, 0.6 by 0.5 arc-minute lenticular, 291 million light-years distant, RA 120222, declination +4, 1946. NGC 4044 is a galaxy in Virgo, magnitude 13, 1.2 by 1.1 arc-minute, elliptical, 277 million light-years, RA 120229 with a declination of -12 minutes and 45 seconds. NGC 4045 is a Brighty galaxy. It is in Virgo. It's also 4046, magnitude 12, 3.1 by 1.9 arc-minutes, spiral with a lowercase b, a, and you could tell it has a ring. 88 million light-years distant. We're going to push it up because we love seeing those annularities. RA is 120242 with a declination of +1 degree, 58 minutes and 36 seconds. The frontier should be quite visible. I'm going to let it get a few more stacks. Okay, a few more stacks helps because it has an A. NGC 4045A, galaxy in Virgo, is magnitude 14.4, 0.6 by 0.4, spiral with a bar of the lenticular class. 218 million light-years distant, RA 120242, declination of +1, 5706. I do want to back out for that pristine view at 105x. We have 16 stacks. We're moving on to NGC 4048 at this point. NGC 4048, galaxy in Gamma Berenices, magnitude 13.6, 0.6 by 0.5 arc-minutes, kind of small for a roughly 13.5 magnitude galaxy. Spiral with peculiarities, 216 million light-years distant, RA 120250 with a declination of +18 degrees and 55 seconds. Okay, we're off to the final galaxy in the NGC 4000 to 4049 series. This is NGC 4049, galaxy in Gamma Berenices. Kind of a sweetie, doesn't have much of a core. Magnitude 13.3, 0.9 by 0.6 arc-minutes. It is a spiral D, which means no core development whatsoever. Just a gradual brightening to the center. 37 million light-years distant, very small. I would say it's probably somewhere around 12,000 light-years in diameter. RA is 120254 with a declination of +18 degrees, 45 minutes and 8 seconds. Let's see if we can get a final study for the evening. We're 28 minutes and almost 30 seconds in. Okay, this one's clearly right in the middle of the center of the field. If we push it up to our 105x, we're seeing a galaxy with a star-like core with bright extensions going purely east-west, a dark lane with some luminosity on the far side of the dark lane. So it's slightly tilted in the direction of the south from our point of view. We're beginning to see an envelope of light spreading out around this particular galaxy. This is a 5-second exposure, and we've got 6 or 7 stacks. So 6 stacks is typically enough to fully mature the view of any study in the field. Pushing it up to 100% e-zoom allows all the CCD pixels to feed into the screen, brightening the image, which is unlike a regular eyepiece view of a telescope, because as you magnify, you diminish the intensity of the light, but in Zero Imager, you actually increase the intensity of the light. We're now 13 stacks in. We are seeing the full glory of Messier 104, the Sombrero Galaxy in Virgo. Magnitude 8.0, 8.6 by 4.2 arc-minutes, 50 million light-years distant. This is a galaxy on its lenticular on its way, once it burns up that dark lane, cold dark matter, of becoming an elliptical galaxy. RA is 12 hours, 39 minutes, 59 seconds, minus 11 degrees, 37 minutes, 3 seconds. At 50 million light years, it is roughly 9 times 5 is what, 45? Almost the size of Messier 31. So a very good view. We're now 30 minutes and 30 seconds in. I am not going to do anything other than slightly change the histogram because I really want this baby to show up against a nice dark background of sky. And hopefully all those controls will disappear from the field of view. There they go. And we will say, Carpe Noctem.